Hello everyone. I thought I'll make a quick review of the Gameweek 1 before making a video on my Gameweek 2 selection. So as you can see, I've scored a total of 106 points in the first game week against the average total of 69 and the highest of 150. Of course, the guy who scored highest had the triple captainship on Salah, and I hadn't used any of my chips. So far so good. My prediction has come correct. Uh, Let me start off looking at the scores. Brentford had beaten Arsenal 2-0, and the only player I had from those teams were Ben White. I actually had played Chilwell from Chelsea, but he didn't play, so that was the only disappointment. So Ben White replaced him. They lost 2-0 to Brentford, so that was a disappointment. Nevertheless, moving on to United versus Leeds, Bruno scored a hat trick, and Pogba gave 4 assists, and Greenwood and Fred scored one each. The other United player that I was looking to bring in was Luke Shaw, and he didn't keep a clean sheet, or plus he got a yellow card. So it's a good thing that I didn't pick him. Uh, of course, it would be great if I had captained Bruno because he scored 20 and Salah scored 17. Either way, it's not a huge difference. Captaining Salah was a good choice as well. Liverpool beat Norwich 3-0, and Salah scored one and gave 2 assists. I had told you all that either Jota or Alexander-Arnold Trent would score. Jota scored one, and Firmino scored the other, and Alexander-Arnold Trent kept the clean sheet. Uh, the next fixture was Chelsea versus Palace. Chelsea beat them 3-0. I had Chilwell. I think Alonso, let me check the stats here. Alonso scored 15 points because he scored one goal, and Pulisic and Chalobah also scored. Chalobah is another defender who scored 14 points. So they would be a good asset to have in the first game week, but I picked Chilwell against the bookies odds. The bookies had predicted that he wouldn't be playing, but I thought Chilwell would play. Nevertheless, I still do feel that having Chilwell in my team is a bonus. He's a great defender. Moving on, Everton beat Southampton 3-1 and Calvert-Lewin scored. Now I told you all that if you all are not captaining Salah or Bruno, Calvert-Lewin is the third option to go to, and he did deliver. Moving on, Leicester beat Wolves 1-0 and Vardy scored. Now I was going to pick either Iheanacho or Vardy. Vardy is too expensive. He's one of my favorite strikers, but I couldn't afford him. Watford beat Villa 3-2 and Ings scored. I did have Ings. I had mentioned it in my Game Week 1 selection that ever since he has moved to Villa, he has uh, he's a favorite to score. And Sarr scored for Watford. I was going to pick him, but I had budget issues, so I had to settle for Rice. But that would have been a good option as well. Newcastle lost 2-4 to West Ham. Antonio scored. Cresswell is another defender I would love to have. He's a great defender. He scored a lot for me in the previous season. Benrahma is and Soucek. I did have Soucek again last in the previous season, but this season I picked Rice instead. and Benrahma was a favorite by many FPL players this season. And Spurs beat City 1-0. Sun scored, but that was a tough matchup. And if there was one player I was looking for from those teams, it was Mahrez, but he was too expensive. I know a lot of people who had picked Grealish as well. He got a yellow. So all in all, Amate scored six. He when Leicester beat 1-0, beat Wolves 1-0, and he kept a clean sheet. So all in all, I think it's a pretty great score and a great start to the first game week. Let's see what the stats are for the game week one. These are the top scorers: Bruno, Salah. Pogba was a surprise. I wasn't looking at him either way. But as you can see, I have most of them. Antonio, most of the top scorers were in my team. Jota again. So that's it, guys. Uh, I'll be making the Game Week 2 selection video now. And stay tuned. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and tap on the notification icon so you do not miss any of my videos. Thank you.